Washington, Islamabad, September 26, 2025. In what analysts are calling a possible diplomatic pivot, former U.S. President Donald Trump hosted Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir at the White House today in a dramatic, high-stakes meeting signaling a potential reset in U.S.-Pakistan relations. Surprise arrival, delayed meeting. The Pakistani delegation arrived at the White House around 5 p.m. local time. However, the Oval Office meeting reportedly began late, possibly delayed by Trump's prior engagements, leaving Sharif and Munir waiting for some time. During a pre-meeting moment, Trump quipped to reporters, "Greater than, they may be in this room right now. We're late." Closed-door talks, no press release. The meeting was held behind closed doors with no formal press briefing or joint statement issued immediately afterward. Sharif's delegation departed at about 6:18 p.m. The Pakistani side later released limited photographic evidence of the meeting, but the substantive content remains undisclosed. Warm tone, public praise from Trump. Before the meeting, Trump referred to Sharif and Munir as "great guys" and "great leaders," remarks striking for their tone given past U.S.-Pakistan tensions. The praise suggests more than mere diplomatic courtesy. Some see it as signaling a substantive shift in how Washington approaches Islamabad. Reset after years of distrust. For much of recent history, U.S.-Pakistan ties have been marked by mutual suspicion, especially over terrorism, strategic alignment, and regional influence. This meeting may mark a bold attempt at reconciliation or recalibration. New focus: minerals, trade, energy. Pakistan has recently moved to reframe itself not just as a security partner but as a prospective supplier of critical minerals and energy resources. A major MoU involving $500 million investment by a U.S. firm in Pakistan's mining sector was signed earlier this month. The two countries also struck a trade agreement in July, aimed at developing Pakistan's oil reserves and reducing tariffs. Geopolitics in South Asia. The reset comes against a backdrop of shifting alliances, U.S. tension with India over sanctions and tariffs, and Pakistan's balancing act between China and the West. Notably, Trump has imposed high tariffs on India over its discounted Russian oil imports, a move that may push India-U.S. relations into strain and open space for U.S.-Pakistan engagement. Military diplomacy on display. The presence of Asim Munir, Pakistan's powerful army chief, recently promoted to field marshal, alongside the Prime Minister, underlines that defense and security coordination could be central to the agenda. Trump's prior meeting with Munir earlier this year was already seen as a hint at a renewed strategic link. Ceasefire and regional peace claims. Pakistan and India entered a U.S.-brokered ceasefire in May, which Trump has publicly claimed credit for. That narrative remains contested, but it frames both nations' regional posture and possible U.S. mediation interests. Pakistan has even nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize in connection with that ceasefire. Official readout or statement: whether the U.S. or Pakistani governments release a joint communique or agenda items. Sectoral deals, especially in mining, energy, defense, and infrastructure. Impact on Pakistan's China ties, particularly given its deep engagement in CPEC projects. Regional reactions, especially from India, China, and U.S. allies in Asia. Follow-up visits or engagements, whether this leads to more frequent high-level exchanges.